What is up, everybody? Today we're going to open up a little Modern Horizons, but this is a bit of a special occasion because this is for Cody over at Gaming Give Back. They do a lot of good things for anything, and they use gamers to do so. So I'll link all their stuff in the description down below. But their motto is they're a group of gamers with a simple goal of giving back to those in need. They find a need and use gamers to fulfill that need. So there's that, and Cody's going to use these cards to teach young kids how to play Magic. And their current project they're working on is they had some art commissioned on some cards, some custom tokens, and they're going to be auctioning those off. And the proceeds will go to game stores in need that suffered during the close down. So let's start with this Modern Horizons for them and see if we can get them some really nice pulls. So hopefully karma is on our side. And this set is really hot right now, so it's just full of good stuff. We're going to start off with the Bears Influence. There's Astrolabe. That's a good common. What I'm surprised about with the set is more of the commons and uncommons. They don't see a ton of play or a ton of value in that slot. I'm sure that will change over time. Starting off with a Foil Soldier, a Lightning Skelemental, a Mountain, and our first Mythic, Ranger, Captain of Eos. That's pretty cool. Not a bad hit whatsoever. And I'm going to kind of sort these as I go with a little more than I typically would. So please bear with me on that. Treefolk. I may just sort it afterwards. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And speaking of give backs, you know, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and like the video and leave me a comment, because we're just now over 4,000, trying to get to 4,100 subscribers. And we do the giveaways. Winds of Abandon, that's a decent little rare now. We do the giveaways every Friday, so you could get selected by the random comment picker to win some cool stuff. So make sure you guys get in on that. And what is everybody's favorite card out of Modern Horizons? There's so many good ones. We have the Behemoth and the Vampire. These Talismans, I think they're pretty decent little cards. And the good thing about these Modern Horizon boxes is they're 36 packs instead of the 24 like most of the special sets. There we go. There's our first land. That's the kind of stuff we're looking for. These, in my opinion, are way underpriced. I guess maybe there's a ton of supply in the market, but I feel like they should be slightly more valuable than they are currently. That's just my 2 cents. And what do I know? And we are about at the halfway point of June now. So that means we're slowly creeping up in the next week or so. Maybe, what is it, 2 weeks now? Week and a half? Reformation to the Core 2021 pre-release. And I think everybody's pretty pumped about that. I know I am. I'm hoping maybe this time I'll actually get to play in it instead of just having to pick up the kits and taking them home, because that wasn't nearly as much fun. Plus we got Ikoria about a month early, so I feel like we kind of burned it out pretty quick. Mirrodin Besiege, that is also a set. Cody said the kids, they play a form of Legacy, but they can only use cards that are valued $1 and less. So I think that's a pretty cool way to do it. I wonder if there's, he didn't tell me if there's a name for that. Ultra Dementia, that's a good hit. Always has been, I think always will be. Another Astrolabe. So what is everybody's, what are they hyped about out of Core 2021? Sorry about bumping the camera there. I'm kind of redoing my stacks here to keep things a little simpler. I'm pretty disappointed. We'll start off with that, that we're getting Scrylands again. I don't think we necessarily needed more Scrylands. But after the Shocklands rotate out, we're going to need something to replace those. So I think aren't we getting the other colors of the temples put in? Is that what's happening? I could be wrong. On the other hand, we're getting Grim Tutor. We're getting Eugene. We're getting a broken new Teferi. Yeah, Lonely Sandbar, Cycling Land. That's probably worth a buck, especially since it's a blue one. And this card. Personally, I think this is another card that's way undervalued. It's a 2-mana creature tutor. I mean, just saying. I'm pretty excited to hit some foils out here because the foil multiplier on the mythics and rares are considerably higher, Reap the Past, than most sets, because most sets now, with the collector boosters and the upped foil hit rate, the foils, like, what did I open the other day? I opened a foil Triome out of Ikoria, and the foil version was actually worth less, TCG, market mid. It was worth less than the foil version, or the non-foil version, excuse me. How much sense does that make? The non-foil regular version was worth a quarter more than the foil version. It makes foils feel less special. It really does. And then boom, Waterlogged Grove. I got caught up talking. Didn't want to get excited about that until I finished my thought, because I get distracted very easily, and I didn't want to have to try to remember to get back on track. Hopefully we'll see this guy. We only have one mythic so far, so maybe we'll get another one. Giver of Runes, that's a solid rare. Take that any day of the week. Beautiful artwork too. Oh, of course it's Seb McKinnon. Why wouldn't it be? This is hilarious artwork. I've got a playmat of that. Shiny Elephant, Winds of Abandon, Mountain, Echo of Eons. There we go. This card for the longest hovered around $5 or $6 in the last month or so. It's really made a good bounce back. So good to see that. Fact or Fiction. That's one of the most iconic cards, I think, probably of the last 20 years. Diabolic Edict. What was Fact or Fiction originally out of? Is it Invasion? I remember when it was like a $7 or $8 uncommon. It's not anywhere near that now. There we go, Snow-Covered Island and On Thin Ice. I remember when Fact or Fiction was a very expensive uncommon, and then during Onslaught, they came out with a card called Read the Runes, which is supposed to be a Fact or Fiction replacement. And I think Read the Runes is actually valuable now. At the time, it didn't make it the decks that people thought it would, but now, 20 years later, of course, it's found a home. Snow-Covered Plains and the oof. That guy's so wacky looking. He's got bracelets, he's got rings, he's got bird cages, he's got who knows what in that tree. That looks like a hippie's backyard with the bottle trees. Astrolabe. And if you're planning on picking up any of this set, the Modern Horizons, I suggest going ahead and doing it now, because the supply is really starting to get thin. Oh, I thought that was something really, really nice at first. I thought we had a foil Windows Vista. But it's just a Cave of Temptation, and it tempted us to think it was something good when it really wasn't. Force of Rage. We want the blue one. We'll take the green one, but we got the red one. Sometimes you get what you get. Future Sight, that is another card that's named after a set, but it's actually a card in the set. Tornado. Funny play on words there. What is our Aria of Flame? We're still waiting on some spicy hits. So far we've got 2 lands. We got 2 middle of the road mythics. And I think that's where we're at so far. A Mother of the Giver of Runes, the Collector Oof. We still got about 2/3 of a box, so there's plenty of room for improvement. Snow-Covered Swamp and Bizarre Trade Mage. Like I said, nowhere to go but up right now. Scale Up, good uncommon. Factor Fiction again. Is that the guy who gives -1? Yeah. Putrid Goblin. He actually looks a little bit like an orc from Lord of the Rings. The one that said, "Why can't we have any meats?" That one. Anybody remember that guy? Snow-Covered Plains. Foil Wing Shards. It's a pretty card. And a Planebound Accomplice. Let you sneak a Planeswalker into play. Crypt Rats. Chiller Pillar. I just like saying Chiller Pillar. Creepy Zombie, Sliver Dude, Mountain, and here's our third mythic, a Hex Drinker. That's a solid card. So that is, we'll probably have 1 or 2 mythics left in this box, so we still have a chance for the big ones. Nimble Mongoose, that was a staple for a while. I feel like his flavor text should be fast as fast can be. You'll never catch me. Unsettled Mariner. What is this card doing these days? I haven't kept up with it, but this was a ton of speculation around that one. These cards have a really nice finish. That's something I always notice when a card is, when the card stock's really nice. It has a nice kind of muted matte finish instead of the glossy slick that a lot of these sets have these days. Forest and a Crashing Footfalls. Still no foil rare or mythic. I think we have 3 mythics, so we got a little bit more of that left, hopefully. We got a creepy Wart Goblin Witch Lady. Look at that eyeball. Oh man, look how her teeth turn yellow when the foiling hits it just right. There we go. Sisay. Of course, that's a good card. Always happy to see a Sisay. Snow-Covered Swamp and a Force of Virtue. We're just dancing around the blue and we're getting all the forces. Just not the one that we want to see. But all these cards will be put to good use regardless. Island and a Dead of Winter. I feel like this card and On Thin Ice go together. Like they're like a cycle. I know I'm probably wrong. They just feel like they have the same energy to me when I see the artwork. Different card, same energy. Hogak. Plain. Oh, there we go. It was trying to hide from us. That's what we needed. Windows Prismatic Vista. Glad to get that one out of the way. Now we just need the Blue Force and a couple top tier mythics, and we will be golden. Shiny Gabo. Plague Engineer. Boom! There we go. Finally. I said we needed some top tier mythics, and we get a top tier mythic. Wrenn and 6. This box was kind of slow, and then this last little last 10 or 12 packs has really picked up the pace. Good deal. And we still haven't hit our foil rare mythic, so that's still in play. What if we got a regular Wrenn and 6 and a foil Wrenn and 6? How epic would that be? You wouldn't hear me complaining. Nurturing Peatland? Yeah, we are on fire now. Very good box. They had us in the first half of this box, I'm not going to lie. But then the second half, they brought it back. We got some Crazy Ladies. We've got a Snow-Covered Plains. And a Force of Despair. That blue one's just not going to show its face. It said there's a Wrenn and 6 in this box. You can't have the Blue Force. Come on, Force of Negation. Small. Ooh, good foil rare. Hall of Heliod's Generosity. I know at one point in time this card was very expensive. Not sure what it's doing now. Let's see what's underneath it. Let's see if it's a really spicy pack. Just a Naga, nothing crazy. Down to our last 4 packs, it looks like. Forest. And another Mythic Season Pyromancer. We'll take it. Not upset about that at all. Elemental Action. Then we have really nice artwork there. I think that's more Seb artwork. Let's flip it over and see. Answered Prayers by Seb McKinnon. Snow-Covered Island. Foil Shenanigans with Scrapyard Recombiner. A Foil Shenanigans. Does anybody remember that movie Waiting? I think was the name of it. It had Ryan Reynolds and Justin Long in it. And they worked at a restaurant called Shenanigans. That classic, hilarious movie. Collected Conjuring. Why did I throw those over there? Okay, I got my stacks mixed up. I'll fix them in a minute. It'll be okay. We're almost done here. Squirrel Nest. Another Astrolabe. Sure those are going to see a lot of action. Spore Frog, that's some of my favorite artwork out of the set. It's a little fluffy frog. All right, let me fix these right quick. I apologize for that. It's hard for me to talk and do something else at the same time. Soldier. This is going to be our last Modern Horizon pack. Will it be something spicy? A Hogak. Arisen Necropolis. This guy, he was like 30 bucks before he got banned. All right, we're done there. Since they're doing some good things, I'm gonna slap a little extra in here with it for them. Just kind of up the ante. Give them a few extra cards to play with. So we're gonna do a couple of these Battle Bond packs for them. And these things typically never disappoint. Since I mentioned they never disappoint, they might disappoint me. Just because I talk so well of them. So we got a Spirit, we got a Forest, and we got a Game Plan. See, these cards have the slick card stock instead of the matte textured. They do have a pull tab, so that is always handy. Plains, Nimbus of the Isles. Look at that creepy face. There we go. Like I said, these things rarely disappoint. We had a Bramble Sovereign. Always glad to see that guy. He's like 20 bucks, 17, 20 bucks, something in there, something crazy. Pretty much all these Battle Bond mythics are very expensive, except the Stunning Reversal. Hopefully we don't see that guy. Morphic Pool. There we go. Another really good hit. These things for the longest time were in the $21 to $23 range on Amazon for 6 packs, which is a really good price. They're currently about 25 bucks, which is still an insane value for these because those 2 cards have already paid and then some for the packs. And they're actually, I've got it linked in the description of the video. So if you wanted to go grab some of those for yourself, just to open some reasonably priced Battle Bond, you can. Mountain, Magus of the Candelabra, Peregrine Drake. And this is a bit of a longer video. If you stuck with me for this long, I appreciate it. All you viewers, every one of you guys that tune in every time, you guys make it possible. Spire Garden, another good hit. It just really, it makes my day knowing people enjoy watching my videos. And I'm just thankful that you guys allow me to do this. And you guys leave me so many positive comments. And a next vid. Alright, that's going to be it for the day. Like I said, go to Facebook, check out Game and Give Back. I'm going to link all that stuff in the description below. Doing lots of good things for the community, the Magic community. And we just really appreciate everything they do, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.